Are you sure it's time for him to leave?
As I've said, I understand your concern. He has been through a lot. We've done all we can for him here. He now needs to go home and get on with the rest of his life. Look, make sure he keeps up his outpatient appointments and there'll be regular visits from the social worker. Just keep an eye on him. He'll be fine.
Well, let's hope you're right. Go in and see. So what do you fancy for your tea tonight? I'll pick it up on the way home.
Don't mind.
Well, I'll make it special then. Fish chips and mushy peas it is.
Okay.
There's your keys, son.
Birthday boy, you got that light over there?
I got the light, I got the shiny light, I got the birthday light.
What do you think, bro? That's nice light.
Who'd you nick it off anyway? Yes, Tommy, come here, brother. Tommy, yes. Look, you got to stay in your dad's bedroom, yeah? You've got your chocolate and your crisps, yeah? You got your stuff. Don't mention that to Ricky. You'll get the munchies. But you got to stay in the bedroom because I thought Daddy will never let us have a party again.
I know. I'm going to the playground.
All right, I'll pick you up later. You know what I mean? I'll pick you up later.
The missing boy. This is the playground from which young Tom Ryan went missing nearly 2 weeks ago. So if anybody remembers anything at all from that night, no matter how small, please call the number on your screen. Police are...
Whoever you are, please, I just want Tom back. Please don't hurt him. We just want him back home. Safe. And we really need him. Please don't hurt him. And let us know that he's safe.
This case and other disappearances of children in the... The police still haven't found a single clue, so the nightmare continues for his father Jake and his brother Matthew.
Dad?
For his father Jake and his brother Matthew.
Oh.
Thanks, John.
Dad, I was listening to those tapes of Tom's. I heard something. Let me show you.
Please don't hurt him. We just want him back home. Safe. And we really need him. Please don't hurt him. Let us know that he's safe.
The police still haven't found a single clue, so the nightmare continues. Police are refusing to comment on similarities between this case and other disappearances of children in the area.
Hi, I was just passing by. I had a home visit in the block. How is everything? What happened to your hand?
None, just an accident.
Everything all right with you, Matthew?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Well, welcome back. If you need to talk, just drop by.
Good night, Mr. Bannon. Of course I understand, Doctor. He's my son. I just don't think I can handle it if he tips over again. Remember what happened the last time? Aye, okay, we'll just wait and see then. It's always the easiest bloody thing.
Please don't hurt him. And we just want him back home. Safe. And we really need him. Please don't hurt him.
Hi. You must have moved in when I was away.
Hi.
I'm Matt, by the way.
Hi, I'm Amy.
All right, Amy. Listen, are you all right? These, the walls, man, they're thin. I wasn't listening in, but...
I know, I can hear TV. Listen, I'm really sorry about your brother.
Still got it, then? Yeah, man. I met this girl.
Jesus Christ, that was quick. She fit?
It's not like that.
You fucking loser.
What about you, anyway? What's going on?
Ain't got no time for a hoe, bro. Cousin got me a job down the car yard. Money's crap, but I love it. I've even started to fix up my own motor down there.
You passed your test, then?
Not exactly. They don't know that, though. Put in a good word for you if you want, man.
It's cool, man. I'm a bit undecided, you know. They're trying to push me into some college course or something, or if it's not that, it's get a job, and I'm like... I need some time, you know.
Yeah, give it some thought, though. Drive you mad being in that flat all day.
I will, man. I'll give it some thought.
You're right though, yeah? How's it go with your old man?
Fucked, mate. He thinks I've lost my mind again.
Why is that?
I was looking at some of the old news reports of Tom's disappearance.
Nothing wrong with that, man?
And I thought that I heard his voice on one of the tapes. And I told him, and that was a mistake.
Some spooky shit, man. What was he saying?
I was just calling to me. It was just...
I've seen side on this. Yeah, I watched a program about it the other day. It's some sort of phenomenon where you get dead people's voices on tapes. People go around recording them and that. I see it on TV, man.
Yeah, but we don't know that Tom's dead, do we? So...
Look, Matt, while you're away, man, there was some shit written about your family by that reporter, Sachs.
What?
Nothing, man, just dragging up the past and that.
What, like?
Some shit about your dad breaking your brother's arm in a fit of rage or something like that. I have to tell you, man.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. I don't know why I'm doing this, mate. Simon said to do it. Simon fucking said. So I'm fucking sat here in the middle of a fucking playground, yeah? Talking to you on a fucking recorder. Is this where you went from? If you're out there. You know, fucking show, dude. Let's just know, yeah? Let's not, this in between. You shouldn't have gone. That wasn't fair. We'll see what happens, yeah? It's all quiet, man. It's quiet and down.
Freak. What are you doing in our playground talking to yourself, huh?
Yeah, what you fucking did in our playground, you prick?
First sign of madness.
Wait, where you going? Hey.
Hold this fucking thing up! What are you listening to? Some fucking girl band? You're that kid whose brother went missing, yeah? We saw you on TV the other day. Your dad was fucking crying and everything. Everybody says your dad did it. Your mum went missing as well, didn't she? I'd be fucking worried if I was you.
Fucking listen, you.
Matt? Matt? Matt, you right?
Hello. take it down, yeah?
Look, if there's one thing I know about, it's covering up cuts and bruises. Do you miss your mum?
Not really. She left so long ago. I don't think about her that much, you know. Tom was so young. He never even knew her.
They're the freaks. Beating you up after everything that your family has been through.
Family. Yeah, it's not much of a family, really. Dad hates me. He, blames me for what happened to Tom. Dad was out. We were having a party, and Tom wanted to go to the playground. And it was my birthday, so, you know, I'm drinking and I'm smoking and... And by the time I come to collect him, he was gone.
He'll be home soon.
What's with your dad, Amy? Okay, listen, thanks. Yeah? I'll chuck it, yeah?
How'd your appointment go today?
Fine.
Been taking the pills?
Yeah.
Matthew.
What happened to your face?
Oh, fell over. Let's just know, yeah? Let's not this in between. You shouldn't have gone. That wasn't fair.
I'm here, Matthew. It's dark in here. I'm really scared.
What's that you're listening to?
Nothing.
Are you sure you're all right?
Just on my way out, actually.
Matthew, you know how important our meetings are.
I know I said you were coming.
I just have to check that you're settling back all right. As your care worker, I just have to tick a few boxes. Why did you miss your outpatient appointment?
I was sick.
Try not to miss the next one. So how's it been coming back to the estate, living with your father?
All right.
Really? What happened to your face?
I had an accident.
So how have you been?
No, I'm all right, I said.
Look, Matthew, this is going to sound really boring, but it is important that you don't miss your hospital appointments. You thought any more about the courses I told you about? I run a few of them down at the church hall, and it's not too late to come along. brought some of the college forms along with me. Basically, to separate the traditional students. What's the matter, Matthew?
Nothing.
Hear the words of comfort. Our Saviour Christ says to all who truly turn to him, "Come to me, all who labour and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish but have eternal life. And when our mortal flesh is laid aside, an everlasting dwelling place is made ready for us in heaven.
It'd be good to see Matthew at the next meeting. How's your hand, by the way?
So, better. When is the next meeting?
Tuesday.
Simon?
Yes, Matthew.
Got a ciggy?
Yeah, man. How was the God Squad?
Great. Good.
Hi, Matt. How you doing?
So sweet.
I've not seen you for ages. How's the loony been?
Oi! Clear off. Say go, I'll see you at home. I think she fancies you, bro.
Shut up. She's your sister, mate.
She's 12 years old, man.
Mate, you know what you were talking about for tape? Recording things.
Yeah.
I've done it and... Can I play it to you?
Yeah, man. What's your spin?
All right. Talking to you on a fucking recorder. Is this where you went from? If you're out there. Wait, mate, it's here. It's coming up.
You're fucking losing it, yeah?
Mate, it's fucking on here. I did it. Wait a sec.
Well, you're fucking joking. Nobody's going to take me seriously.
Mate, it's your idea. You said it and I did it and it worked.
Wow,
It's on there.
I mean, have voices, bro. You need to spend a bit longer in the old wax shack, you know what I mean?
We'll see what happens, yeah? What the fuck, Matt? Matt, no. Fucking funny time, yeah. Tom!
Mom! Mom!
What's wrong? What is it? Seriously, you actually haven't said a word since I got here.
I think he's still alive. I heard his voice. No one else has. Something was going on. Something between me and him.
I believe you. You know what? I might have something for you. No one seems to know that much about her. She seems to sort of freak everyone out. They call her a witch. I've seen her just like wandering around the corridors a few times. It seems like she's just misunderstood. I know where she lives. It's on the Whitehawk estate, just around the corner.
Thanks.
You've got nothing to lose by paying her a visit.
Thanks, Amy.
For what?
For not thinking that I'm some fucking...
I never said you weren't.
You know, there is help that you can get, too. Sorry. I just wanted to say thanks.
You already did. I'd better get back.
Yeah. Knob. Don't worry. You come to help me.
You never came for me, Matthew. Where were you, Matthew? Is this your friend?
Just ignore her, Matthew. She gets a bit ahead of herself.
How do you know my name?
Shall we begin?
Yeah. You know, I need to know sort of why he won't leave me alone. Why can't I get rid of him?
Sounds obvious, but maybe he's trying to say something to you.
So you think he's dead then?
I can't answer that, but maybe he's trying to warn you about something.
You're right.
Remember, he's just a child. Maybe he's just angry with you because you weren't there for him when he needed you. Ghosts are about the unresolved. They never rest until they find an answer.
Ghosts?
Matthew, this place is full of them. It's a cursed area. Don't worry, sweetie. Mummy's just telling a story. Try not to worry too much. I'm sure you'll find what you need.
Yeah. Listen, thanks very much. How much do I owe you?
There's no need.
You sure?
It's fine.
Thanks.
This is for you.
For me? Oh. Thank you very much. Hello? Dad? Dad? Dad, you work?
What is it, Matthew?
I was just saying goodnight. You alright, Dad? Right, night then. Shut the door. Sax.
Hello, Matthew. I need to ask you some questions. What do you think about the latest abductions? Do you believe rumours it may be the work of a serial killer?
What abduction?
Sophie Pryor. Believe you may be a friend of her brother's, Simon.
You gotta go now.
Matthew, do you think it was a local person that killed them?
Fuck off.
You're all the same round here.
Sax was here earlier. Made Mum and Dad cry with his questions.
Made me think of Sophie.
Where'd you get it?
It led on from the stuff with the tapes.
But you weren't there.
I met up with this woman, Simon. She wanted to help. She's a medium. She's not some sort of crystal gazer, man. She's good, and her daughter do that for me.
A medium?
Yeah, she lives on the White Hawk estate. Shelley Cartwright.
Shelley Cartwright?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, Matt. What's wrong with you? She died years ago and her flat burnt down. Her daughter was in it. It was all over the news.
No, you're thinking of someone else, mate. I spoke with her and she,
Sort your head out, bruv. Do you think we need this shit right now?
Simon, you got the wrong person. I think she can help, you know. I think when I heard about Sophie and I saw that drawing...
I can't believe you, man. Don't just fucking stand there looking at me, you psycho. Fuck off, go! Get out! Get out!
Simon, what Tom is trying to warn us! Hello? You watch out.
Matt, what's wrong?
Fuck off.
What?
The fucking medium.
What happened?
She doesn't exist, Amy. She's dead. You think that this is a joke? You think that this is funny? You think that this is fucking funny? I thought that you were different. I thought you understood, but you're just like everybody else.
I didn't know.
Wait. Wait. But it was so real. And then not there. I'm sorry, Amy, you're right.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what do you think she was trying to tell you?
That Tom was trying to tell me something. That she's not fucking there. You know, so...
father is trying to tell you something. That it doesn't matter if it's real or not. You just listen to it. It doesn't matter. You just listen. Okay?
Now, your Uncle Martin and the family are all looking forward to seeing you again, so just try and enjoy it, okay?
Dad's been coming round whilst you've been away. He keeps blaming himself. It's no one's fault. But he really feels guilty.
Maybe he should.
It was a works do. You know he left early to get back to you guys.
What?
It doesn't really matter now, does it, Matt? You both really need to help each other. Just look after yourself.
That's far too many pills. No, look, you've only been out for 4 weeks. It's 4 pills a day. If you want to change anything, then you have to come and see me. Yes. Look, I'm here till 6.
What is this?
Fine. Just, look, come in and bring your father. Will you? Fine. Good. Thanks. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Right. How are things with you?
Excuse me, mate. Excuse me, mate. Is it all right? Can I come in? Yeah? I've got this. I was in Dr. Cole's office and I saw this, which I've seen before. What do you know about this?
See what?
So, this is. What?
It's happening to you too.
What are you doing in here? Do you know Edward?
Let it go before it pulls you under.
No, yeah, no.
I'll show you out. Come on, please, you're disturbing the patient.
Yeah. No, it's my fault. It was my fault completely. I went in there and started asking him stuff. It was stupid. What happened to him?
He's been in here for years. He was with a classmate. He went missing.
What, and he killed him?
A lot of people thought he did, but they never found a body, so... This is you. Just follow this corridor right to the exit, okay?
Push you out! Hey, take the other brake, huh? Whiskey, come with me!
He's around here somewhere. Oh, yeah? Who it is?
You boys, back off now!
Matthew, come here. Home time, boys. I'm sorry I couldn't put any brandy in this. Okay? Oh, I know I told you to drop by, Matthew, but it's a bit late, isn't it?
Sorry, Mr. Bannon.
Oh, it's all right. I was here getting ready for tomorrow anyway. You call me Adrian? Why are you out so late? Won't your dad be worried about you?
They're probably gone by now, so I should probably...
They're a nasty bunch. Looks to me like they're out for blood tonight. You're not in any kind of trouble, are you?
No, nothing like that.
So, how is your father? More importantly, how are you?
I'm okay. Thank you for asking.
Look, Matthew, will you just cut the bullshit? You might think I'm just here to do a job, but I do the job because I want to help. I can't begin to imagine how difficult this must be for you. It's hard to make sense of it all, but there are ways of working through it.
Do you think that they had anything to do with Tom?
I don't know. But I do know that anything's possible these days. When people have lost their beliefs and their faith, what's left? I should leave them to the police.
You believe in an afterlife, don't you?
I really am sorry about your brother, Matthew.
Do you think we'll ever find him? Know what happened to him? Fuck. Sorry. I should be going. Thank you for the tea.
Take care of yourself, Matthew, all right?
Always. Oh. You will have. You should have already.
Matt.
Ah!
Shush now, come on. Matt, you just had a bad dream. Matt. Matt.
Ah!
Matt.
Oh, get off me. Get off me, get off me, get off me. Why'd you have Tom's watch?
Giới thiệu với các bạn, đây là nghị lực sống của một cây rau muống mọc lên từ đá. Mọc lên từ đá, nghị lực sống. Đấy, cái này là không hề trồng nữa bạn nhé. Đấy, tự mọc lên từ. Bị dẫm đi dẫm lại, bẹt rất nhiều, bị dẫm bẹt cả ra, vẫn sống, vẫn mơn mởn. Nghị lực sống của cây.
Police give it me when they'd finished with it. They found it in the playground. You'd already gone into hospital and I didn't think you should know about it. I still don't think you're able to...
Lying. What? You left your party early that night. So where were you?
Oh, for Christ's sake, Matthew, I left with a girl from work. But the real question is, where the fuck were you? You were meant to be looking after him. I told you to look after him. But instead you were getting pissed and God knows what else with your friends. Look, son, I think you need some more help.
That would suit you, wouldn't it? That would suit you, wouldn't it? Locking me up again. No. Because you did it. I know you did it.
Don't do it! It's not worth it! I don't want to shout it. You're not okay. Come with me. I want to show you something. This is just where I like to come, just when everything gets too much. Pretend one of them's mine and I can just sail away. Which one do you like?
What are you doing?
Come on, don't be a girl. Get in.
Don't be stupid.
He had a good job, and we lived in a nice house, in a nice neighbourhood. I used to play piano. He got made redundant, and he started to drink, and everything changed. We ended up here. And that's my story. Give or take a few bruises. Try not to think the worst of your dad. You have to trust him. It's hard on both of you.
So, where are we going?
Well, I do rather like the south of France this time of year. So why don't you, lie back and, I'll have us back by the morning.
You're the captain. Dad, I didn't mean what I said. No, I'm sorry. For everything, I'm sorry.
Don't worry.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry. Sorry, son. It's for your own good.
Okay, I'll take it from here, thanks.
There's no one here. Yeah, I'm coming back. Yeah.
What's the matter, darling? Tell me. All right, shh. What's the matter? Tell me. Sweetie, what happened? Oh, my God. What's happened, darling? Thank God you're here. Something's happened to Rebecca. We need some help. Get out of my house. Get out of my house, you evil bastard! Get out! Oh, Rebecca! It's all right. Come here, darling. It's all right. Leave us alone! Shh. It's okay, sweetie. It's okay. Shh. Rebecca, under the bed. Quickly. Under the bed. It's okay.
anything's possible these days. When people have lost their beliefs and their faith.
Oi! Oi, Matt! Matt, bro! Oi! Oi, Matt! Matt, what's going on, man? Look at that looking for you. He's well worried, bro.
I know who did it, Simon. It's Mr. Ballon. He's using the church.
Ballon?
You won't believe me, Simon. I don't care. I don't care. It's Mr. Ballon.
Matt!
We have prayed that our Lord Jesus Christ will receive her, give her eternal life, and the kingdom of heaven. Would the godparents please step forward?
to my brother! What have you done to my brother?
Hello? Anybody down there? Hello? Can't see anyone.
I think I see light.
Simon. Jake, what are you doing here? Matthew's run off. For some reason, Simon thought he might have come to the church.
Oh, sorry, Jake. I haven't seen him, but I'll call the office, let them know what's happened, see if they can help.
If you do see him, I'd be grateful if you could give us a call. And if you see him, don't take any notice of what he says.
What happened to your door?
Vandals. We get a lot of them around here. Sorry, gents, I must get on. I'll be sure to call you, Jake, if I see Matthew at all, right?
Matt looks so convinced.
I told you, that's how he gets when he's ill. Look, I'd better get back to the flat in case he turns up.
Sure he will. See you later, yeah?
Aye, thanks, son.
Go, Sophie! Go, Sophie, run! Run, Sophie!
Matthew. Matthew, wake up. Wake up now, Matthew, please. Come on. Wake up now. Wake up, Matthew. You need to come out of there.
Where's Amy? You mean Sophie? Oh. She's fine. I found her just after she escaped. She's safe now.
Simon.
Did you catch him? Did you get him? No, he escaped. I killed him. No, son, the police are searching for him now. They don't even know who he is. They found the real Baron in there. He'd been dead for years. Son, I have to tell you, we found Tom in there with the others.
What about Amy? Where?
I don't know who Amy is, son. Look, you should get some rest now. We'll talk some more later.
All right then, son. We'll be a minute.
They said Iran would fall. They said the sanctions would crush its spirit. They said assassinations Economic suffocation and diplomatic isolation would eventually bring the Islamic Republic to its knees. They underestimated something far more potent than missiles, warplanes, and financial chokeholds. They underestimated the will of a people who refused to surrender. For decades, the world watched as powerful coalitions tried to fracture Iran from within and without. They orchestrated economic sieges, hoping hunger would turn into protest and protest into collapse. They struck generals, they sabotaged facilities, they launched information campaigns, each move designed not just to weaken Iran's military capabilities, but to erase its pride. But it didn't break. If anything, it became sharper, more focused, more resolved. When General Qasem Soleimani was assassinated in Baghdad, it wasn't the end of Iranian regional power. It was the ignition of something deeper. Millions poured into the streets, not just in grief, but in unity. That single moment stitched together ideological divides and reminded the world that Iran's strength isn't found in a single man. It's embedded in a national DNA carved from centuries of struggle and survival. They came to break Iran, but what they encountered was a culture that's older than empires, a civilization that once lit the world with science, art, and philosophy. The West waged financial warfare. Iran responded with strategic patience. The world saw a chess match of survival, where each move by Tehran sent ripples across Lebanon, Syria, Iraq, and even the halls of power in Washington and Tel Aviv. Iran didn't just endure, it adapted, it recalibrated. It built alliances not through compliance, but through conviction. While drones flew and currencies crumbled, a different kind of power was rising. One built not in boardrooms or stock markets, but in mosques, in streets, in hearts that refuse to bow. The courage of Iran is not about agreeing with its politics. It's about recognizing that in a world obsessed with submission, there is still a nation willing to bleed before it bends. That kind of defiance cannot be measured by GDP or weapon stockpiles. It is measured by resilience. And in that regard, Iran has become a symbol, admired by allies, feared by adversaries, and studied by all. History does not remember those who merely follow power. It remembers those who challenge it. And Iran, despite everything thrown at it, stands today not as a broken state, but as a bruised but unbowed reminder that courage in the face of overwhelming force still matters. Iran has long stood at the crossroads of global power struggles. It is not just a country defined by its borders, but a nation that symbolizes independence in a world often divided between those who comply with global order and those who dare to challenge it. For decades, Western powers, chiefly the United States and its close allies, have viewed Iran not merely as a regional player, but as a geopolitical anomaly. It refuses to fall in line, refuses to accept the rules of engagement dictated from Washington, London, or Brussels. And because of that, it has been systematically targeted. The aim has always been to bring Iran to its knees, to isolate it, contain it, weaken it from within, and ultimately reshape it into something more palatable to Western interests. After the 1979 Islamic Revolution, Iran instantly became a thorn in the side of Western dominance in the Middle East. It kicked out a Western-backed monarch and replaced him with a government driven not by foreign interest, but by a deeply nationalist and religious ideology. From that moment, Iran stopped being a partner and started being a problem. It was no longer about oil or trade. It was about defiance. That defiance over the years was interpreted as a threat that needed to be neutralized. And so began a campaign that stretched far beyond typical diplomatic friction. It became a mission to break Iran's will. Western powers have employed every tool at their disposal. Diplomatic isolation through international bodies, travel bans on officials, bans on crucial technologies, freezing of foreign-held assets, each move calculated to tighten the noose. But it wasn't just about punishing the regime. It was designed to make life unbearable for the people, to suffocate them economically to the point where they themselves would rise up and force change from within. That was the blueprint. Weaken the economy, inflame the society, engineer internal collapse. The logic was clear. If the government could be taken down from the outside, perhaps it could be crumbled from within. But Iran did not collapse. It endured. And this endurance was never a passive act. It was active, intentional, and fierce. The country restructured its economy, found new partners in the East, and invested in self-reliance. When sanctions blocked medicine and humanitarian goods, Iran expanded its domestic pharmaceutical production. When international banks refused transactions, it developed alternative financial channels. When oil exports were choked, it found black markets and political deals that defied the odds. In every area where it was pushed down, it found a way to rise again. Western powers often speak of freedom and democracy, but their approach toward Iran has rarely reflected those ideals. Covert operations, support for dissident groups, cyber attacks on infrastructure, none of these have helped the people of Iran. Instead, they've only fueled more distrust and created a siege mentality. Iran's leadership has used every external threat to cement internal unity. And while many Iranians have grievances with their own government, those grievances become secondary when the nation itself is under attack from outside forces. The enemy at the gates has always been the greatest unifier in Iranian history, and the West, knowingly or not, has played directly into that narrative. Even military posturing has become routine. Aircraft carriers in the Persian Gulf, military bases in neighboring countries, and billions poured into surrounding regimes to contain Iran's influence. These aren't gestures of peace. They are reminders of dominance. Yet for every threat made, Iran has responded, not with capitulation, but with strategy, whether through its regional alliances, its missile programs, or its cyber capabilities. Iran has found ways to remain a relevant and formidable player in a region dominated by US influence. All of this, from a Western point of view, stems from Iran's refusal to submit. It insists on dictating its own terms. It refuses to let outsiders determine its future. And that refusal has cost it dearly, economically, politically, and diplomatically. But it has also earned Iran a strange form of global respect. Even critics admit Iran may be battered, but it is not broken. It is a nation that survives in defiance of everything meant to destroy it. The relentless push to isolate and weaken Iran has instead revealed just how deeply the country values its independence. Every measure meant to break it has only highlighted its resolve, and that is precisely why it continues to stand. Alone, perhaps, but unshaken. Economic warfare became the sharpest weapon wielded against Iran. Unlike bombs or airstrikes, this war didn't erupt with noise or visible destruction. It crept silently into every aspect of daily life. Sanctions, especially those led by the United States, targeted Iran's economy with surgical precision. The goal wasn't just to pressure the regime, it was to cripple the infrastructure that sustained Iranian society. And with each new sanction, the message was clear: surrender or suffer. Iran's banking system was locked out of SWIFT, the global messaging system for financial transactions. Its oil exports, the backbone of its economy, were slashed under maximum pressure campaigns. Billions in foreign-held assets were frozen. Foreign investment dried up. International companies fled the Iranian market in fear of secondary US sanctions. It wasn't just the elite that felt the sting, it was ordinary citizens, families, workers, students, and patients. Medicines became harder to find. Basic goods became unaffordable. Inflation surged. The value of the national currency plummeted. A once thriving middle class was pulled into poverty almost overnight. People began to ration food, delay medical treatments, and cancel weddings. Factories shut down. Youth unemployment skyrocketed. And all of this was deliberate. It wasn't a side effect, it was the plan. So the architects of the sanctions believed that enough economic pain would break the will of the people, that desperation would turn into rebellion, that Iranians would rise not for democracy or freedom, but for bread and survival. The hope was to turn Iran's population against its leadership, to fracture it from within and bring about a collapse without firing a single shot. But the assumption that pain leads to submission proved naive. Iran absorbed the blows, and over time it began to rewire its economy. The country pivoted eastward. China and Russia became strategic lifelines. Barter systems replaced traditional trade. Domestic industries, once reliant on imports, grew stronger out of necessity. The black market became an unofficial pillar of economic resilience. Engineers began reverse engineering Western technology. Farmers turned to local alternatives. Universities produced what couldn't be imported. Iran's capacity for adaptation wasn't just resourceful, it was relentless. It turned sanctions into training. What was meant to paralyze became a crucible of innovation. And in this economic pressure cooker, a new kind of national pride emerged, one born not of wealth, but of resistance. Western policymakers fail to understand a key psychological truth about Iran. Suffering has never been foreign to its people. This is a civilization forged through centuries of invasions, betrayals, and revolutions. Hardship doesn't shock them, it familiarizes them. And when that hardship comes from foreign hands, it only deepens the collective resolve. Sanctions may have bruised Iran's economy, but they hardened its identity. Instead of shattering the regime's grip, the pressure galvanized support among even its critics. When basic dignity is denied from the outside, the political arguments on the inside lose priority. A parent who can't find insulin for their child doesn't blame their president, they blame the government that blocked its import. In the eyes of many Iranians, Western sanctions didn't punish the state, they punished the people. And that betrayal didn't lead to submission, it led to defiance. Iran's leaders, knowing this, used sanctions as proof of a hostile West. They didn't have to manufacture propaganda. The suffering was real, and so was its source. State media showed images of empty shelves, rising prices, and medical shortages, pointing the finger not inward, but outward. The message wasn't subtle. They wanted to starve because you refused to kneel. And many believed it, not because they were fooled, but because they felt it in their bones. Economic warfare, in the end, didn't just target Iran's systems, it tested its soul. And while the numbers looked grim on charts in Washington, the spirit on the streets of Tehran remained unbroken. The sanctions were meant to divide Iran from the world, but they also exposed the limits of Western power. Other nations began to question the morality of weaponizing trade, medicine, and food. Allies grew wary. Global public opinion shifted, and Iran, rather than being the pariah, slowly began to be seen as a victim of economic bullying. The West didn't just isolate Iran, it revealed the reach of its own dominance, and not in a flattering light. What was meant to showcase strength ended up exposing desperation. And Iran, weakened but still standing, became a symbol not of victory, but of endurance. The assassination of General Qasem Soleimani marked a turning point in modern Middle Eastern history. It was not merely the elimination of a high-ranking military figure. It was a message loud and clear from the United States to Iran: no one is untouchable. Soleimani was more than a general. He was a symbol. As the head of the Quds Force, the elite branch of Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps responsible for foreign operations, he had become the architect of Iran's regional strategy. He moved in and out of war zones like a shadow, coordinating with Hezbollah in Lebanon, advising Syrian forces, supporting militias in Iraq, and strengthening Iran's influence across the region. To the West, he was seen as a ruthless operator behind countless attacks, an instigator of instability. But to millions in Iran and beyond, he was revered as a defender of the oppressed, a soldier who pushed back against Western interventionism and extremism alike. When the drone strike hit near Baghdad International Airport in January 2020, killing Soleimani and several others, including Iraqi militia leader Abu Mahdi al-Mohandes, the immediate reaction was explosive. It wasn't just shock, it was fury. In Tehran, black flags were raised, streets filled with grief-stricken crowds, massive processions carried his coffin through multiple cities, millions pouring out in what became one of the largest public funerals in the region's history. This wasn't orchestrated by state decree alone. It was organic, emotional, raw. The death of Soleimani, intended to cripple Iranian morale, instead fused together years of division. It unified moderates and hardliners. It bridged generational and ideological gaps. It turned a single man's death into a national reaffirmation of resistance. The United States may have seen the strike as a tactical success, a preemptive move to deter further Iranian-backed actions, but strategically, it sparked a wave of consequences. Iran launched missile strikes on US bases in Iraq in direct retaliation. While no American lives were lost in the strikes, over 100 personnel later reported traumatic brain injuries. More importantly, the psychological impact was undeniable. Iran had dared to respond openly to an act of war, and it did so with precision. The world watched as ballistic missiles rained down on American installations. The narrative of Iranian fear was shattered. Iran didn't just mourn Soleimani, it avenged him. Inside Iran, the narrative grew stronger. Soleimani's legacy became a rallying cry. His image adorned walls, banners, and posters. He was no longer just a general. He was immortalized as a martyr, a saint of resistance. For young Iranians who had grown weary of sanctions, restrictions, and political rhetoric, his death reignited a sense of purpose. It wasn't about agreeing with every government policy. It was about defending national dignity. The act of killing Soleimani didn't demoralize the people. It inflamed their resolve. It reminded them that Iran was still in the crosshairs of foreign powers. That reminder did more for national unity than any speech or campaign ever could. Regionally, the reverberations were just as profound. In Iraq, where tensions over foreign military presence had long simmered, the strike galvanized opposition to the US presence. The Iraqi parliament voted to expel American troops. Across Lebanon, Syria, and even parts of Afghanistan, Soleimani's image was held aloft by groups that saw him as a bulwark against foreign domination. Even among Iran's rivals, there was an unspoken recognition. The man had been a master strategist. His absence didn't erase Iran's influence, but it did force a recalibration. What the assassination truly revealed was that eliminating a man does not erase an idea. It often amplifies it. Soleimani, in death, became larger than life. And Iran, instead of falling into chaos or retreating in fear, leaned further into defiance. His legacy fueled a national story of sacrifice, resilience, and resistance against what they perceived as an unjust world order. The West had removed a commander, but in doing so, they had ignited a cause. This event did not weaken Iran's position. It refined it. It forced Iran to adapt, reassess, and dig deeper into its identity. It taught the nation once again that every attack from the outside would be met not with surrender, but with solidarity. Soleimani's assassination was meant to break the backbone of Iran's military reach. What it did instead was expose the limits of brute force when used against a nation whose people do not measure strength solely in weapons, but in will. The general may be gone, but the fire he represented still burns. And in that fire, Iran found renewed unity.